after Bob was Mayella.
Mayella Violet Ewell, can you tell the jury in your own words exactly what happened on the evening of November 21st of last year?
Well, sir, I was on the porch, and he came along, and you see, there was this old shift robe on the wall Papa brought in to chop up for kindling. Papa told me to do it while he was off in the woods, but I wasn't feeling strong enough then, so he came by.
Mayella, who is he?
That and yonder, Robinson. I said, come here and bust up this shift robe for me. I got a nickel for you. He could have done it easy enough, he could. So he come in the yard, and I went in the house to get him the nickel, and I turned around, and before I knew it, he was on me. Just ran up behind me, he did. He got me around the neck, cussing me and saying dirt. I fought and hollered, but he had me around the neck. He hit me again and again. He chunked me on the floor and choked me and took advantage of me.
Did you scream? Did you scream and fight back?
Reckon I did. Hollered for all I was worth. Kicked and hollered loud as I could.
And then what happened?
I don't remember too good, but next thing I knew, Papa was in the room standing over me hollering, who done it, who done it? Then I sort of fainted, and the next thing I knew, Mr. Tate was pulling me off the floor and leading me to the water bucket.
You say you fought him off as hard as you could. Fought him tooth and nail?
I positively did.
And you are positive that he took full advantage of you?
He done what he was after.
That's all for the time being. But you stay there. I expect Mr. Finch has some questions to ask you.
Do you love your father, Miss Mayella?
Love him? What you mean?
I mean, is he good to you? Is he easy to get along with?
He does tolerable, except when...
Except when?
I said he does tolerable.
Except when he's drinking?
Yep.
Does he ever go after you?
How you mean?
When he's riled, has he ever beaten you?
My pa's never touched a hair on my head in my life. He never touched me.
We've had a good visit, Miss Mayella, and now I guess we better get to the case. You say you asked Tom Robinson to come chop up a what was it?
A shift robe.
Was Tom Robinson well known to you?
I knowed he passed the house every day.
Was this the first time you asked him to come inside the fence?
Yes, it was.
Didn't you ever ask him to come inside the fence before?
I did not. I certainly did not.
All right, now to what happened. You said Tom Robinson was behind you in the room when you turned around. That's right?
Yes.
You said he got you around the neck cussing and saying dirt. Is that right?
That's right.
You say he caught me and choked me and took advantage of me. Is that right?
That's what I said.
Do you remember him beating you about the face?
No, I don't recollect if he hit me. I mean, yes, I do. He hit me.
Was your last sentence your answer?
Yes, he hit me. I just don't remember. It all happened so quick.
Don't you cry, young woman.
Let her cry if she wants to, Judge. We've got all the time in the world.
I'll answer any question you got. Get me up here and mock me, will you? I'll answer any question you got.
That's fine. There's only a few more, Miss Mayella. Not to be tedious. You've testified that the defendant hit you, grabbed you around the neck, choked you, and took advantage of you. I want you to be sure you have the right man. Will you identify the man who raped you?
I will. That's him right yonder.
Tom, let Miss Mayella have a good long look at you. Notice how his left arm is shorter than his right. He got it caught in a cotton gin. Caught it in Mr. Dolphus Raymond's cotton gin when he was a boy. Liked to bled to death. Tore all the muscles loose from his bones. Is this the man who raped you?
It most certainly is.
Miss Mayella, you've testified that the defendant choked and beat you. Do you wish to reconsider any of your testimony?
You want me to say something that didn't happen?
No, ma'am. I want you to say something that did happen. He choked you, he hit you, then he raped you. That's right?
It most certainly is.
You're a strong girl. What were you doing all the time? Just standing there?
I told you I hollered and kicked and fought.
All right. Why didn't you run?
I tried.
Tried to. What kept you from it?
He slung me down. That's what he did. He slung me down and got on top of me.
You were screaming all this time?
I certainly was.
Then why didn't the other children hear you? Where were they? At the dump? Why didn't your screams make them come running? The dump's closer than the woods, isn't it? Or didn't you scream until you saw your father in the window? You didn't think to scream until then, did you? Did you scream first at your father instead of at Tom Robinson? Was that it? Who beat you up, Tom Robinson or your father?
He did it.
Who did it?
Papa.
Created using Powtoon.